You ready?
Yeah.
It is a steak-off.
Okay.
Now,
good luck.
Your dear wife, she said you were used to grilling. So you cook more than her.
Yeah.
But you do have a secret up your sleeve that you haven't told me yet, that you make the most amazing meatloaf.
It turns out pretty well. Yeah.
Turns out pretty well.
Yeah. I've done it a couple times.
Right. So I've got the steaks out of room temperature, ribeye. I use this a lot because of the marbling of the fat.
Okay.
So first thing we're going to do, lift up the steak and just season the tray, salt and pepper, quite generously. Then lay the steak on top. Good. And then again, a nice salt and pepper again. Now that steak is done and beautifully seasoned all the way around.
Yes, it's ready.
Pan, nice and hot. And then we're going to put oil into the pan. When you put the steak in, lay it away from you.
Okay.
Straight down, always away. There you go. Good. Now from there, literally lift that up and just make sure that's not sticking. Great. From there, I'm going to pick up my thyme. Okay. I'm going to put my aromats in there now. Stick my thyme on top and my garlic in there. And now I'm going to start off with the sort of normal butter, just down to the sides. And you'll see that absolutely go into a nice nut brown. Beautiful. From there, lift up the steak and turn that over again. There you go. And again, lay away. Turn that down a touch. And now, very carefully, lift up, fat side down, and sear that fat underneath, that chain. That's all edible, that. And the more fat we render, the flavor profile of that steak is going to get better and better. And then finish it with that butter. Really important. Again, as that melts, push the steak up, tilt the pan down, and baste. And now what we're doing now is making that steak even more tender. Beautiful. Lift that up, over there. I'm gonna put on my aromats, over the top, let that sit. Okay?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then finally, something that you'd recognize.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. How beautiful those look. I mean, seriously, ready?
Man, those look great.
They look amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Get a little knife. Boom.
Wow. That's got some good taste.
Good job, bud.
Thank you.
Well done, mate.
Appreciate it. That was phenomenal.
Now you're gonna show me how to punt. Please. I'm left-footed. Is that bad?
That won't be a problem.
It won't be a problem.
I'll be able to explain that a lot more than this.
Well, can't wait.
You didn't put your cleats on?
No, I didn't have any. I know.
They should have said, but I couldn't bring it. They didn't have a size 15.
Having watched you many times and seen the prolific of it, you make it look so easy. So, first rules, help me.
Okay, well, just like you cooking a steak, that looked so easy for you and not as much for me. But there's general rule of thumb for punting is all on the drop.
Right.
You got your footwork and you got your drop. And there's two main drops that we kind of do in the NFL. And one's being a drop like this, and you want it to drop flat.
Right.
And then we have other ones that we do for inside the 20 punts.
Yes.
For rugby style.
Gotcha.
And we drop those like this.
Gotcha.
And allow them to drop like that, then get the end over end.
Right.
So those are basically, yes, and
Yeah,
it's kind of
gotcha.
like a kickoff.
Gotcha.
This one's gonna spiral through the air and cut through the wind like we always do here in Baltimore. So we wanna show you, you wanna kick a few?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we're
dying to learn.
We're just not gonna open it up and just, blast 70 yarders.
You go ahead. And let me watch you first.
So we have ones that we call are just the rugbies, which are just gonna go like this.
Gotcha.
And
so
like
you didn't let that bounce?
Don't let it bounce, no.
And the laying flat?
Yes, and when I drop this, I drop it like this, and we have it like that. That way, when you make contact, it's like that.
Flat?
Yes.
Straight up?
Yep. Just like that.
Wow.
Now, point the nose down a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just,
So
I can see that you played a lot of soccer.
Yes.
And the sense that you might have done some goalie at some point.
Yeah, that's right,
Because
yeah.
you always see the goalies just give that little throw up.
Yeah.
Whereas here, giving that little throw up and then the wind that we have causes the wind to take it.
Which it did.
Correct. And so that's where we have to focus on holding onto the ball and almost making contact out of our hands. Oh,
Yes. Mate, that's been amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good luck,
I appreciate it.
And fingers
Appreciate
crossed
the thing.
next year. I mean, an amazing season this year
Absolutely.
with the Ravens, and we're so close.
Yes, we are. And we got a great team. We got a
Yeah.
great organization,
Yeah.
first-class organization, and we got a good group of guys that
a
are
great
coming
setup.
back, and a lot of young guys that
Yeah.
played a huge role this year. So
Yeah.
we're excited for next year and
To build.
looking forward to build on what we
Yeah.
started this year and
Well, here's to
continue going next year.
a great first game of the season.
Yes.
Good to see you, bud.
Thank you,
Thanks so
Gordon.
much.
Pleasure
Best
meeting
wishes.
you.
Likewise.
Yes, you. Yes, same
Amazing.
to you.